Let's see, who else is on here? All right. So your people, they got about 60 seconds to get in for the beginning of this. All right, well, we're about to go ahead and get started right now, actually, and they can catch the recording, y'all. Guys, I'm excited. I'm gonna go ahead and introduce myself so you can know who was talking to you. My name is Ebony Anderson, also known as Miss Pinky. I was, well, what am I? I'm a singer, an entertainer, an actress, a poet. All things entertainment and the stage is what I love, but one of the most important things that I am right now is a life changer. I'm excited to be a life changer, especially in this season. And so I want to play a little video clip for you guys tonight so that you can see why we are so excited. And then after, I'll come up and introduce the people who are going to be talking to you this afternoon. So let's play this little clip real quick.
I can't hear it.
Am I the only one who can't hear this?
No, I can't either. I just text them to let them know.
Okay, cool.
They're working on it right now, guys. Okay, give us just a second. We're trying to figure it out. Some technical difficulties, guys. If all else fails, I will turn my phone around and play the video if I have to, just so you can see it. Give us just a second. Experiencing a few technical difficulties.
Hey, Miss Pinky, you can hear us, all right?
I can hear you, yes.
Awesome.
Okay, awesome. Let's try this again.
We're gonna try it one more time.
Okay.
Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Well, youth is changing faster than ever.
Can you hear that?
I can hear it. Yeah, take it away.
Okay.
The world is changing faster than ever. What used to take decades is now taking years or even months.
What you see right now is the illusion that people have had for many decades about the workplace being this secure place to work the rest of your life.
For the first time in the history of our nation, our children will not do as well as us.
We've seen our friends get laid off. We've been laid off. We've had our pay cut.
People are overworked and underpaid. They seem to have less time and less freedom. They live under constant pressure.
This is going to be forced. And so even if your employer loves you, they may have to cut you.
There's something wrong. That on Monday morning, the heart attack rate increases by 35%. Technology is accelerating, job security is declining. It just doesn't seem like the old models of making a living are as reliable as they used to be.
Every aspect of our lives, there's a better way out there, but we're still doing it the old way.
We live in the greatest country on the planet, and there are a lot of people sitting around complaining and being cynical.
Like everyone's whining about this old model, and I'm like, why don't you leave it? Look at all this over here. Look at all this opportunity.
Since so much of our lives revolve around our work and the way we make our living, many people are thinking there just has to be a better way.
The biggest challenge facing our world today is not making money. What are we going to do with all the displaced, unemployed people?
People are afraid that they're going to make the wrong decision. People are afraid of the unknown. People are afraid that maybe I don't have the skills.
Hey, sports fans, industrial age is over. It's dead. It's dying. That's why going to school to get a job is an obsolete idea. A steady paycheck is an industrial age idea.
Wow. All right, so that was just a preview, guys. You already saw what the video was about. It's about what's happening right now in the world. It's a lot happening. What used to be secure is not secure anymore. And so I'm gonna step out of the way and allow our ambassadors, Dexter and Tanya Scott, to come up and just have a conversation with you and just talk to you for a second. So get to a quiet space so that you can take you some copious notes. And Tanya and Dexter Scott, take it away.
All right, Ms. Pinky, can you hear us?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, awesome. So what we're going to do now is we're going to make sure that all the lines are muted out so that we can have a clear call. So let's mute off. Okay, awesome.
Excellent.
Okay, awesome. So guys, listen, good evening to each and every one of you. Dexter and Tanya Scott here. We are ambassadors with Total Life Changes. We wanted to call this meeting because this is the new abnormal. I don't know if you guys got an opportunity to see our Facebook Live yesterday. Tanya and I did basically a call to action. At 4 p.m. yesterday, we went live and we talked about the 4 T's: triage, transition, transformation, and timing. And this could not be better timing. If you are a guest on this line, you were hand selected to be on this call. You were hand selected to be here because we have some information that we want to share with you. This is the optimal time to create your own economy. One of the things that we've learned is that this is the new abnormal. Tanya and I used to say it's the new normal. We used to say that. We're not saying that anymore. It is the new abnormal. Nothing will go back to the way it was from the beginning. Now, we all know 2020 came in. We were all pumped up. We were excited. New decade. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And then this thing just came out of nowhere. So here we are having to deal with it. Again, we talked about the triage, the transition. So what we're doing right now is we're going from transition into transformation. All right. And Tanya and I are going to share a little bit more about the details of just what's happening in the world right now. Everybody that's watching us right now on Zoom, we don't know what's going to happen next month. We absolutely don't know. So if you are a guest on this line, consider it a privilege, really. Consider it an honor. We have business partners on this Zoom right now. We've talked to thousands of people in the last month, and we're talking to you tonight. So we just want to prepare you for some great information that we're going to share. So Tanya, turn it over to you.
Yes, again, welcome and thank you guys for spending just a little bit of time with us on tonight. Our intention is to be here anywhere from about 40, no more than 40, 45 minutes tops, but it's to really offer some good information to you because we want people to be prepared. As my husband was just saying, we actually had a conversation yesterday on Facebook. We did a Facebook Live and we talked about where we are today. And we really wanted to get people thinking about how we're using our right now, how we're using our time now to prepare us for coming out of this time and this period. Right now we're at home. Dexter and I were listening to some things. We've been doing some reading for the past couple of years. We've been talking a lot about artificial intelligence. We were saying, come on, y'all, let's watch. Let's pay attention to the things that's been happening out here in the world. And we wanted to make sure that we were preparing ourselves for its effects. We wanted to make sure that we were making decisions for ourselves and our lives that will help us to be basically prepared for everything that could possibly come forth. I love what my husband was saying just now. We don't know. None of us can say specifically exactly what's going to take place. But what we do know is that there's a response needed from us because of everything that we do see happening. And we know that there is going to be a tomorrow. What is going to happen for us tomorrow? Dexter and Tanya Scott. So here we are. You've been invited here. It is a private call. What we wanted to do was to get in touch with our own personal networks. Who is us? Who is we? Our team. Our organization. We've been here a part of this company that we're going to speak to you about now for 6 years. Our company's name is Total Life Changes. It was 6 years ago that my husband lost his job. So So here he is in the workforce. I'm a stay-at-home mom, and he gets a phone call and they tell him your job has been eliminated. We're looking at each other like, what in the world are we going to do?
Right.
And it was after he got the job loss that I really got started with the company. See, I heard about the company 5 months earlier, but I didn't do anything with it. Much from what we just heard in the video, the unknown. People are afraid. Is this something that I really can do? That's my story. For some of us, it's about resources. Do I even have the necessary resources to step out there and create and establish another stream of income, right? So I was in that place, but as soon as he lost the job, all of a sudden my problem solving mode just began to change.
Right.
So at that point, I'm like, all right, well, let me look at this business a little bit more deeply. And I'm so glad that we did. In less than 2 years, we were able to generate 7 figures with this company that I'm going to speak to you, that we're speaking to you about right now. 7 figures in under 2 years. How are we able to do that? Basically what we're doing right now. But I'm going to tell you something, because it's been 6 years, but here in this last really good 6 to 12 months, we have been a little bit more intentional. We're no longer laissez-faire, if you will, about the things that we do and even who it is that we're speaking to. One is we even have proof. We've done it. I like to tell people that hindsight is always 20/20. So we're coming to you right now with 20/20 vision. We're coming to you with a team. We've connected, we've collaborated, we've done it before, and we know what to do. We have systems in place, and we're at a place now where people are just following them. And we tell people often, go bit by bit. Just take one day at a time, one step at a time, and see what could happen for you and your family. But anybody that's been following our group here now in the last, I'll say even a good 6 to 9 months, we've been building for our legacy. There's a hashtag that we have out there, simply build for your legacy. And that's what let me tell you this, that's what we were doing even before this pandemic hit, right? So we were already in the mindset that we wanted to make sure that we were leaving our family, our children's children, their children with something that was solid that they can continue to pass on throughout the generations. Now this hits. And now that this hits, the time that we're in, it could not have been better for us to have already positioned ourselves here. And now we want to share it with a lot more people. So what I want to do now is to bring up to the line another young lady. She actually joined forces with us in business when we started 6 years ago. She is absolutely amazing. Everything that she brings to the table is top notch. It was an honor for us to connect with her. So I want you to just hear a little bit more about her, because one of the things I know is a lot of times you can hear about these types of opportunities, direct sales, multi-level marketing, that's who we are, and you can expect to hear from the same people all of the time. Well, I want you to hear from two right now, and she's going to come up and share just a little bit about how they got started, what it's been like for her, and even a little bit about the product line that we have and how it's benefited her in her life. Again, she's amazing. And I'm so grateful that she joined forces with us 6 years ago. Much of what she's done, who she is, has a lot to do with how we've grown to be the massive, powerful, productive organization that we are. I want to bring up to the line now, Miss Dr. Kimberly Edwards.
Awesome. Can you hear me?
Got you loud and clear.
We can hear you.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, I thank you and Dexter and Tanya for this amazing opportunity for us to share with our friends, our family, and, you know, just the leadership that you guys bring forth. We just truly are grateful for the connection, Darnell and I, and we're honored to be a part of this organization. So ladies and gentlemen who are our guests, welcome. We're so grateful that you're here. You're not here by accident. But I want to just share with you just a little bit about Darnell Edwards and my story. You know, we began this journey, as she shared, 6 years ago. August 1st will be our 6-year anniversary with TLC. We started on a very part-time basis, really with hesitations. See, you know, being a part of this industry, I had just kind of given up on it. We made a decision. We weren't going to be a part of this industry anymore. So be careful about what you say. But fast forward, you guys, we made a decision. We got started. And you guys, the rest is history. This company has truly changed so many people's lives all across the globe. You know, coming from a background of banking, I was a vice president for a bank, very busy hours, to now being able to have my time freedom. After 5 years ago is when I turned that resignation in and gave my job back to society. I thank God for this opportunity. I thank God for the Scott's Yes, because this amazing opportunity has provided us that time freedom. And through that, it's been able to give us the opportunity to share these amazing products with so many people all across the globe, and lives are being changed, either by impact of health or even by their bank accounts. You guys, in starting this, we just wanted an extra $500 a month. We knew that that was going to ease the pain. But as we fast forward, you guys, life happened, okay? We made the extra $500 in our first 24 hours, but life happened. I actually am a breast cancer survivor. I battled breast cancer for about 2 years. At the end of 2018, I was finished with my chemotherapy, and you guys, 90 days later, I had some side effects. Chronic nerve pain in my feet. That chronic nerve pain kept me up at night, couldn't walk, was in so much pain I couldn't even talk. My husband had to soak my feet in cold ice water, but because of 3 amazing products, I was introduced first to this Harmony Drops. You guys, it's the CBD oil. And this product right here, you guys, it relaxes you. It helps with chronic pain, helps with anxiety. It's helped so tremendously with the pain. But I loaded up at first. I was doing it 3 times a day. Now I only do it once a day because I had to get it in my system and get my feet under control with the pain. Later, I introduced myself to the CBD tea. Well, you guys, I was a little afraid of it because I was naive and thought marijuana was in it, right? But I didn't do my own due diligence. I'm finding out 0.003 THC is in this. And even for those that are afraid of drug testing, we also have the raspberry lemonade, which is a broad spectrum. When I started taking this, it started to immediately, within 24 hours, I had no pain in my feet. I had no pain in my hands. And you guys, I was able to roll over on my left side where I have lymphedema. And I wasn't able to lay on my left side, but I was able to roll over on my left side that night. But ever since then, September the 16th is when I actually started taking this, 2019. When I started taking this, you guys, I dropped the ball on 2,100 milligrams of gabapentin. I want you to hear me. 2,100 milligrams of gabapentin for pain. And I no longer, cold turkey, cut it off. I was going for palliative care. Told them I don't need their services anymore. And you guys, from this day forward, these amazing products have changed my life. And one other product, which is part of the full spectrum kit, is the Alleviate cream. It's a topical cream. You rub it on externally on your skin. But you guys, I've also used it for a bad toothache. I took my toothbrush, rubbed it on the gums, and it helped with the inflammation. It was gone. But I'm gonna tell you, it's very penetrating, this product right here. I was introduced to this product by LaShawn Williamson. We went to an event, it was sold out, but you guys, she had some, my feet were throbbing, but she gave me some. And within minutes, I was bouncing up and down, ready to run up and down the hallway in the hotel.
All right now.
So ever since then, I've used my topical cream on any kind of pain I have, back pain, headache, neck pain, tension, whatever it is, this Alleviate is powerful. So these 3 products, it's called the Full Spectrum Kit. And I'm gonna tell you, you don't want to leave home without it. We got 25 million Americans in America that are in pain. I don't know if you know anybody that's in pain, but I am an advocate for these 3 products because I know how it's changed our life. Now, 6 years later, we're on track to earn $1 million with this amazing company. Already 7-figure earners in this industry. This company can change your life with our amazing products as well as this compensation. Totally up to you. So get started today. Back to you, Dexter and Tanya. I appreciate the time.
All right, let me meet these lines again.
All right, thank you, Dr. Kim. That was phenomenal. I saw a lot of people in the comment section saying, wow, absolutely. Yeah, wow. So a lot of you guys that are watching, especially the guests, that's only 3 of the products. The testimonies that we have about what the products that we're taking is changing people's lives, as you heard from Dr. Kim. So I'm going to turn it back over to Tanya. We're going to keep the ball rolling, but You're just in the right place at the right time. Now, remember, what we're doing is positioning ourselves for the new abnormal.
Yes.
And right now is the perfect time to do that, okay? So as you listen to a few of the testimonies that are coming up and the one you just heard, just prepare yourself to say, okay, how can I serve more people? Okay?
Yes, honestly, we're having a conversation.
Yeah.
And this is pretty much what we've been doing for the past 6 years. The only way anybody can know about anything is if somebody tells them. I can tell you through a book, might be something you see on TV, a conversation that we have face to face. But in order for us to grow, and it was something I'll say all the time, it's a scripture, but it says we perish for a lack of knowledge. But when you're able to get information and people are able to bring things to you, and I'll share something with you that I said even on yesterday. I said a lot of times we find ourselves in situations like this, and I don't know what could personally and possibly be going on within your households, but we pray. There's a cry that we have. We cry out. We're looking for an answer and a resolve. And oftentimes those answers come, but they don't always come the way that we're expecting them maybe, or the way that we may even want them to. But the answers come. And this right here we found, it was an answer for us when Dexter lost his job. The answer came before the job loss, but I was too afraid to step out there and try. Again, going back to the video, uncertainty. Is this really for me, you know? And maybe it wouldn't be, who knows, but give it a try. And I'm saying to you, and I speak to you with so much passion, because we know what we have. We know the position that we're in. Our company itself has enrolled over 100,000 people in the last 90 days. I went to the postal service near us here. It's called Ship On Site a few days ago. When I walked in, the lady says, "How's business?" I said, "It's increased." She said, "Mine too." I'm like, we've seen our business literally triple, and for some quadruple during this time. Yes. And I'll be honest with you, a lot of times we wonder, what do I say? How do I explain this? How am I going to get people to really listen, hear, and understand? And all we can do is just keep going. And again, that's why we're asking you to be here on tonight. Why did we do a private Zoom? Because I love it when my husband even says, we're not out here shooting, what do you call that thing, babe?
We're not shooting pellets.
We're not shooting pellets. You know, we just don't want to shoot to see what's going to land, but we're really being intentional. Our desire is to see people's lives change. Our desire is to see people be able to take care of their families moving forward. Our desire is to see people be able to utilize products that are highly effective for you to actually see a change in your life, much like Dr. Kim just said. So what I want to do now is introduce you to another young lady. Her name is Miss Michelle Phillips. She is absolutely amazing, comes to us. She lives about 40 minutes out from us. We met at a church, actually. She's the praise and worship leader at our brother and sister-in-law's church, and she's been a part of the company for a few years now. But guess what she didn't do? Start. She didn't start, you know? She signed up, but she kind of sat. And she questioned and she wondered. I'm gonna be quiet and I'm gonna let you, I want her to come up and just introduce herself to you as well. Because see, a lot of times in this industry, who do you hear from? You hear from the people who've been here, and you hear the testimonies like we've shared, what Dr. Kim shared. She's about to be a 7-figure earner. But wouldn't it be nice sometimes to hear from people who are just getting started and to see what it is that they're doing and how it's working for them? Come on up to the line, Miss Michelle Phillips.
Thank you so much, Tanya. And I just want to take a moment just to thank both you and Dexter, because you guys have been such an inspiration in my life, and to the point where I am now. You are definitely a true definition of what leaders are, and you are truly the upgraders, because you definitely push us outside of our comfort zones. And you guys, I wanted to just kind of begin right there, because Total Life Changes, yes, it's about the finances. Yes, it's about the weight loss and things like that, but it's truly a total life change. It doesn't just impact your finances or your health or your weight. It impacts you like from within. So just to share a little bit about my journey with Total Life Changes, I started, as Tanya said, about 4 years ago. No, I enrolled about 4 years ago, but I didn't do anything with the opportunity. Why? I was afraid. I didn't know if this was something I could do. I didn't know if this was something I wanted to do. I was complacent where I was. My current role is a business consultant in corporate America. I've been at the same job for 25 years. I love where I am, but I knew that there was more for me. I knew that I wanted to be an entrepreneur. So when I was approached with the opportunity to join Total Life Changes, I said, yeah, I'll do it, but I don't know if I'll do it, right? So I took the products. I was on SmartShip. I watched, but I did nothing. I questioned myself. I wondered if I had the skill set to do this. I say that I'm shy. I'm like, I can't talk to people about this business. I don't know what to do. So I allowed myself to stay stuck for a long time. Fast forward to 2019, and there was some fire stirring up in my belly, y'all, because even though I wasn't sure if I wanted to do or if I could do the opportunity, I still stayed plugged in. So that's the first thing I really want to make sure you get. You have to stay plugged in and you have to stay connected. I attended trainings, I attended calls. I still didn't do anything, but I was still getting fed. And then one day, something rose up in me, y'all. And when I tell you, I am so excited about what's happening with my Total Life Changes business now. Once I made the commitment to say I'm going to do this, I am doing this. Not only am I losing weight and looking great, but my bank account is increasing. But what's so important to me is that I am building an amazing team that is excited about this opportunity. They are passionate about their customers and they are passionate about serving people. So I'm ranking up in the company. I have a team who's ranking up in the company. And it's so true. The energy that you put out is the same energy that's going to come back to you. We are building this business so quickly. It's almost like I have to step back and say, wow. So I'm almost a 5-figure earner and I haven't really been working the business until like the last 6 months. So I know within the next month or by the end of this month, I will be a 5-figure earner. And it's all because I stepped out of my comfort zone. I got out of my own way. I am a firm believer that timing is everything. And one thing that Ambassador Dexter Scott always shares, when someone presents you with an opportunity, take it. Don't do like me, guys. Don't wait 4 years to grab hold of this opportunity and run with it. The momentum is high. The time is now. We have some phenomenal leaders in place. It's not just about me. We are truly a family. I don't even know if I can articulate how amazing it is to be a part of this company. This is a company that has true heart. I mean, and it's a total life change, not just one piece of your life, but it's your whole life, your whole being. So I'm gonna stop talking now, but I hope that you guys hear something tonight that will ignite a fire in you as it has done for me. Don't be afraid. Step outside of your comfort zone. If you are here, somebody believes in you and they believe that you can do it. So believe in yourself. Believe in yourself and do it. I will see you all at the top. So Ambassadors Dexter and Tanya Scott, I will turn it back over to you.
Awesome.
Wow.
Thank you, Michelle. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much. Did anybody detect the comfort zone? I believe that comfort zone is gone. Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing with us a little bit on tonight. You are absolutely amazing. Dr. Kim, thank you. I love you. You guys are phenomenal. So we're going to transition a little bit here, okay? You've heard a little bit about our products, but let's get a little bit deeper. Won't be too much. We have over, I believe, 40 products that we have here with TLC. Powerful, okay? But I want to bring to the line another sister that's going to just share a little bit. We got a couple of testimonials for you that will literally blow your mind, okay? But we want to really give you an idea as to who we are, how impactful our products are. This is really has a lot to do with why we're as successful as we are. So I want to bring up to the line now another incredible sister. I love her love. I love her passion, her heart, her character, integrity. She does everything in the spirit of excellence. And she's here to service with us on tonight. None other than Regional Marketing Director, LaShawn Williamson.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you to our ambassadors, Dexter and Tanya Scott, to my awesome global director, Dr. Kimberly Edwards, and to everyone who went before me. God bless you. And I'm just so excited, guys, because I get to show off the stars. That's what I call these products, the stars of TLC. What do? We make the stars shine. And, you know, I'm so glad that Marshall said what she said, because people often say, you know, now is the right time. And it's something that we have to help people believe. But I'm going to tell you right now, I know you already believe it, because what are people paying attention to more than ever right now? Their health. So we're not just saying it to be cliche-ish. Did I say it right? As a cliche. What we are telling you is now is the right time, because we are a health and wellness company. And our products work. You heard Dr. Kim's amazing testimony. And I'm just so blessed by what the products are doing in my life. But I want you to hear from a young lady out of the Winston-Salem, Kernersville area, who has a testimony that is remarkable in itself. She happens to be one of my personal business partners. And I am just so impressed by her. I'm gonna tell you one thing about her. When you hear her testimony, you're gonna be like, how? But she's a top recruiter and top retailer on our team every single week. It's not unheard of her to bring in 4 to 6 people a month into the business. It's not uncommon for her to make a comma check a week, okay? She is doing this business and making no excuses for why she can't. So I'd like to introduce to you one of our strongest team members. She just has a love for people and a passion to help people. And that's none other than Director Renee Summers. Are you there?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
Yes, take it away.
Hi, everyone. And thank you, LaShawn, for that great introduction. But let me let you know quickly a little bit about my story. In actually, it was September of 2000, the doctor diagnosed me with a muscle disease. The muscle disease is named polymyositis, inflammation of the muscles. To kind of give you a description of that, that means that my muscles are very weak to the point that if I'm sitting in the very low seated chair, I cannot get up by myself. If I was to fall, I'm not able to pull myself up because of the muscle weakness. Well, when I was first diagnosed, the doctor put me on 40 milligrams of steroids daily. That's a lot. Well, as the years progress, you know, steroids do a lot to your body. Over the years, it seemed like I was better, but actually by the time I got in my 50s, it got progressively worse. I was unable to drive a car. I actually would have my husband to drive me work every day. And then he would walk me in the building. And then the security guards would actually escort me to my desk. So that's how weak I was. Well, anyhow, I began to read, I saw a post one day and it said, you can lose 5 pounds in 5 days. I said, if I lose 5 pounds, I'm going to tell everyone. Well, here I am. I want to tell you that I took these amazing products. I started off with a kit. It was called the Solution Kit. It was our amazing IOSO Detox Tea. It was our fabulous NutriBurst liquid vitamin. And it was these resolution drops that I had taken that helped boost my metabolism. I also realized that one of the things that my body needed was a lot of protein. And they had this product called Chewy, and it was spirulina. It came from the ocean. Well, this product was enough protein in it that 1 capsule was equivalent to eating a 10-ounce steak. So I decided, okay, I'll use these products. I want you to know, fast forward today, I have lost over 40 pounds. And I'm telling you, I feel fabulous. And guess what? I started back driving. Yes, I could drive again after 4 years of being unable to drive or do a lot of things on my own. And it's nothing like getting that health back, and it's nothing like the fact that I feel better. So I want to tell you that if there's anybody out there, these products do give you a total life change. Turn it over back to you, LaShawn.
Wow, wow, wow. What can I say, guys? The stars are shining. The stars are shining in the life of Renee, and thank you for sharing that, because I know someone heard something that resonated with them. You probably know someone who has a problem, who has taken steroids, or has an autoimmune deficiency, disease. So keep those things in mind. And listen, the testimonies just keep pouring in. You can Google, YouTube, TLC products, and you'll see all of these testimonials coming in, guys. The reason why we're here today is we want you to know, because so many people still don't know about TLC. What is that? What is that is what I get. Total life changes. There's another lady who has a phenomenal testimony you need to hear. And I'm telling you, after you hear her testimony, I believe your passion is going to be fueled like ours, because we want you to help us help somebody else. We would love for you to help us help somebody else. But we definitely want you leaving here with the mindset, I know someone who could use those products. So I'm going to bring to the stage right now this phenomenal life changer. Her name is Cynthia Lucas. Are you there? You have to unmute yourself. You there, Cynthia? Want to make sure she's there.
Here we go. I got it.
Good. Go ahead, man.
Can you hear me now?
You coming through loud and clear. Go ahead.
Okay, my name is Cynthia Lucas. I'm from Rocky Mount. I'm a registered nurse for over 38 years. And let me tell you a little bit about what happened to me. I had a respiratory problem. I was diagnosed with asthma, so they say. And I had about 4 years ago, had a real bad respiratory problem where I was on inhalers, I was on 4 different antibiotics, and I had to get a nebulizer. Well, it wasn't helping. I was out of work for 3 weeks. So I was in the bed and I said, Lord, if you don't help me, I'm going to lay here and die. And I kid you not, a girlfriend of mine, Shaquinta Dickens, she said, Lucas, don't you have that tea? I said, yes. She said, well, get your hips up out of the bed, make the tea, and go ahead and start drinking it. I got up, I followed her instructions, I made the tea, and I'm telling you, with all the herbs that's in that tea, the mucus started breaking up. I was able to breathe, and I said, thank you, Lord. So I was able to go back to work. I was working part-time, but I was able to go back to work. And y'all, the reason why I am so passionate about these products, because just like everyone else has said, they will totally change your life. You know, I didn't know which directions to take. I didn't know what to do. I started studying the products, and I knew, being a nurse, if I knew what was in it, I knew I could help someone. And so you'll see me on Facebook because I am excited about what I have my hands on. It have totally changed my life. And I want to share, and I want the world to know what we have our hands on. And thank you for having me. So I'll turn it back over to LaShawn.
Absolutely amazing. I tell you what, you're making the stars of TLC shine. Thank you so much, Cynthia. Guys, that's what we're talking about. People are having total life changes with total life changes. And you know, my life has been changed by the products. I've been with the company now going on 6 years in August. I'm so excited to be on the team with Dr. Kimberly Edwards. And I'm gonna tell you this, we just sent off our information to get our 50K rings, guys. So if you put it in perspective, I've always worked TLC from a very part-time stance. But in February of this year, I was laid off from my part-time position. So now I can go full-time with this company. But look what happened for my husband and I over the period of 5.5 years. We have earned $50,000. So if you put it in perspective of working a part-time position, that's about $10,000 a year, just to put it in perspective. We've been able to take trips with our family, bless our children, you know, put stuff in saving, pay off bills. So now I'm full-time and I'm ready to change some more lives with these stars. So I'm going to send it back over to our ambassadors, Dexter and Tanya Joyner Scott. God bless and thank you for allowing us to share.
Yes.
Unmute myself.
Okay.
Fantabulous. All right. Thank you guys so much. LaShawn, thank you so much for leading that portion of our time together today. Was that not amazing?
It was.
I'm
Thank
sitting
you all
here,
so
we're sitting
much.
here taking notes. I can tell, I know some of my business partners, I know they were just digesting all of that, okay? It feels good when you know that you're actually helping people. All businesses is a solve to a problem. And we do a whole lot of that here in Total Life Changes. So now we value your time. We was trying just to be done in about 4 or 5 minutes. So we're going to push to make that thing happen. But right now, what we want to do is to talk about our compensation plan. And my husband's going to come up and just go over the 6 ways that we're paid. So you can find out how LaShawn and her husband were able to generate that $50K. We be the 7-figure earners, hearing what Michelle said, what Dr. Kim shared with us. But I want to really make this point before Dexter comes up. On average, and this is a statistic that's been here on the books and the records as it relates to direct sales, they would say that on average, people in direct sales would generate about $300 a year. $300 a day is something that's so simple for so many people to do. $300 a week, $300 a month. But $300 a year, that's not typical for us. And it has a lot to do with what it is that you just, well, I'm gonna say it this way, it really has everything to do with what you just heard and what you're about to hear. So
Absolutely.
now, Faye, you wanna come on up and talk about the compensation?
Thank you so much, Tanya. So guys, look, give me just a few minutes. Tanya's gonna share a screen with you, but let me say this before she pulls that up. This is a call of hope. Please don't get this, as they say, twisted. Don't get it twisted. We're here to give you an option, right? This new abnormal is coming, and this is the time to prepare for it. I'm gonna give you just a few details about some information I was able to gather. Then I'm gonna pull up how we're compensated so you can get a visual of it. But just listen to these numbers. 9,300 stores closed pre-situation, okay? So pre what's going on right now in the world, 9,300 retail locations closed. There were 23 bankruptcies filed. As of right now, Neiman Marcus and JCPenney are filing bankruptcy. You have Macy's and The Gap. They are reorganizing their company structure. This is, Linda, listen to this. Here's some companies right now that are affected. Now, I dropped some information, Tanya and I dropped some information probably about a month ago, that when this thing hit, 1 out of 4 Americans were affected. Americans. 35 million Americans, just like that. Listen to this. Lyft, the rideshare company, 17% of their workforce laid off. Boeing, the airline, 16,000 employees, 10% of the workforce. TripAdvisor, now imagine that, that's travel, that 25% of their workforce. Hertz, the car company, 10,000 employees. They only had 38,000 employees, 10,000 of those done. Disney World. Now, this is a shocker from the extent of the capital that Disney World has, 43,000 employees.
Good gracious.
Tesla, they are doing a pay reduction of 10%, and they're furloughing all non-essential workers. And lastly, Marriott Hotels. Tens of thousands have been laid off, and they're cutting senior level executive salary by 50%. Guys, this is the new abnormal.
This is the new
This is the new abnormal. Tanya and I are about to show you something. We are about to show you the hope that lies in Total Life Changes. So if you are a guest watching, please pay attention to what I'm about to go over. This is going to be brief. I'm gonna move kind of rapidly, but
hold on. Let me
Tanya's going to bring up the other screen.
We're working with 3 screens here. Hold on. Let me
make that one
put
smaller.
this back over here.
Yeah, so what I'm about to do is you can get a visual of it. What I would like for you to do is to take a picture of the screen when it comes up.
Hold on.
Okay.
Let me try a different one.
Yeah, take a picture of the screen because you're going to want to note what we're bringing up here. And as I go over it,
here, y'all.
yeah, as I go over it, you guys just have a listen. That one keeps popping up.
It does. One more time. Hold on. Let me
stop screen share.
Let me get this off the screen.
All right. Give us just a moment, guys, because you really need to take a picture of it because you're not going to retain everything.
Or just go ahead and start talking about it, and then I'll still bring it up.
Yeah. Okay. So here are 4 very important things you need to know. 4 simple things. Number 1, we get paid every single week. Number 2, we have 3 50% payouts. Number 3, we get paid 6 different ways. And number 4 is daily pay. Now, this was just implemented roughly over 2 months ago. TOC, listen to these numbers. They've already paid out $4 million in daily pay. $4 million. There it is on the screen.
No, not yet.
No, not yet. Okay. Oh, it's on my screen.
Yeah, I
okay.
got you.
All right. So $4 million. Now, $4 million was paid out in daily pay. Now, TOC goes anywhere from $100,000 to $300,000 that they pay out daily. Okay. Now, let's talk about that. The first way that we're paid, retail sales, retail commissions, right? And think about this as Walmart, right? Can you see it now?
Yes.
Okay. All right, guys, look at number 1, 50% retail sales. So all of the products that were talked about, we have tons of products that weren't discussed, but most of our products are 40 volume points. When somebody goes to your website and purchases the product from you, you're going to earn 50% in retail commissions. Now, let me tell you why that's so powerful. In number 1, we participate in a $120 billion industry known as drop shipping. So here's the example that I've been using. Tanya and I are here in North Carolina. Let's say someone from California goes to our website to purchase the product. In Detroit is where the company is located. That's where the warehouse is. So somebody in California orders from our website. We're here in North Carolina. TOC is in Detroit, is going to ship them the product on our behalf and pay us 50%. Wherever you are right now, sitting at your house, you now have the power, or you will have the power, of operating a drop shipping business from your home. That is extremely powerful. You see, that's 50%. Now, beside that, I have daily pay. You can choose the option of having daily pay. And now imagine this, all of the guests that are watching, you get back in touch with the person who invited you to watch this Zoom. Tonight, you enroll in the Total Life Changes as a life changer. Somebody goes to your website tonight and makes a purchase. TOC, all you have to do is select that you want to get daily pay from retail. TOC is going to give you the money. It's going to be in your bank account tomorrow. It's just that simple. Okay. The second way, 50% fast start bonus. Basically what that means is when someone says yes to TOC, you are not just joining Total Life Changes with a fee and then you go and select the products. You join with the products. That's amazing. Kits, we sell a lot of kits. You heard about the weight loss that all of our ladies was talking about. They lost a lot of weight. We have a lot of weight loss kits. Well, the kits has a point value that's attached to them. So when someone says, I want to join with this kit, then TOC is going to enroll you as a business partner. You're in, boom, and now you're going to get the kit sent to your house within minutes of your enroll or your sponsor hitting enter on that keyboard. You have an e-commerce business, and your sponsor is going to get 50% of whatever that kit value is. Now, the thing about this is it could be one person, it could be 100, it doesn't matter. TOC has enrolled over 100,000 new business partners probably over the last 60 days. I think that's amazing. And you guys really just the new abnormal, 100,000 new life changers, people that are looking for an opportunity to earn money. Tanya and I know a lot of people, hair salons, barber shops. We do a lot of Instacart here at the house. We don't even order Instacart anymore. They've laid off the Instacart drivers. So the barber friends that we have, they receive letters and basically say, shut it down. We'll let you know when we're going to open back up. So people are looking for another way. The third way is the binary compensation plan. Now, binary pay, each of us are building 2 legs of business, right? It looks something like this. This is you at the top. You place it one person on your left, one person on your right. And what happens is TOC on a weekly basis is going to calculate the volume on these 2 sides of business. One of those sides of business, they're going to pay you anywhere from 10 to 25% of the entire volume. The entire volume. That's strong. It's a business. It's your residual income. When you wake up in the morning, somebody's made a purchase from you. It adds to your volume, which TOC is going to pay you on. Now, the way that we're compensated, every Friday to Thursday night, Friday to Thursday, TOC looks at all of our back offices on Thursday night, and they say, okay, this is how much we're going to pay you. Guys, TOC has been around for 20 years. They're a debt-free company. They operated in over 120 different countries before they came here 6 years ago. So this is the perfect positioning for you. All right, let's hop down to number 4, matching bonus. Now, I'm gonna go through this very quickly. So here is that binary that I was talking about. Okay, was I off the screen like that?
Yeah.
Okay, here's that binary. This is you. This is your person on your left, person on your right. And it can go however many people you want to enroll into the business. Well, TLC says on a weekly basis, whatever these people earn in the binary, you're going to get a 50% check match on whatever they receive in the binary. But it gets better than that. This is how it looks. This person is going to enroll 2 people. This person is going to enroll 2 people. TLC says on that second level, you're going to get anywhere from 10 to 50% a week on whatever they earn in the binary. We need you to get that. That's powerful. And guys, there's no compensation plan like TLC. I'm telling you right now, 6 years, laid off, foreclosed on the house, had a vehicle repossessed in a Walmart parking lot, didn't have 3 months worth of income in the bank to survive. So how did we survive? Total Life Changes products. That's it. It just works. Let's hop down to number 5. Once you reach national director and maintain that rate for 3 consecutive weeks, you're going to get an additional $1,500 a month. Now, guys, the first 4 ways are you're going to get every week. If you sign up for daily pay, you're going to get that every day. And then you're going to get that lifestyle bonus added at the month. The last way is called You'll Feel It. Now, you've heard the testimonies, right? All the ladies who came up and shared. That's just a few. We get hundreds of testimonies a week, thousands TLC gets. People's lives are just being changed all over the world. So guys, this is it. Make sure you take a picture of it. 6 ways that we're compensated. And here's why we said, this is the new abnormal. Here's why we needed to do this video tonight, have this Zoom call for you. Everybody that's watching as a guest, let's just be totally honest. We want you to be prepared post situation.
Yes.
You need to be prepared.
Yes.
You're on the Zoom for a reason.
Yes.
We want you in this business.
Start.
Period. If you want to go open a Chick-fil-A, you need $750,000 liquid before you can turn the knob on the door and not one customer has walked in. We're telling you that for less than $300, if that's what you choose, you can get into Total Life Changes. You have an e-commerce website that anybody in the world can go to your website to make a purchase. If they're paying out between $100,000, $300,000 a day in daily pay, you know that you can get some of that. You know people in your phone, your neighbors, people that you will see at the grocery store when you start going back out after this thing. You're going to see people, and all you got to do is start telling them, say, listen, I've got something for you. You got to try it. You got to try it. You got to try it. So here's what we want you to do. Somebody invited you to watch this Zoom. They gave you the link to hop on it. We want you to make the connection with them immediately after we end the Zoom in just a few minutes. You guys need to talk. Let them know how it is. You got any questions? They're going to answer your questions, and then it's time to get going. Guys, we're changing lives. You heard from leaders that literally, if we combine the folks that we talked to in the last 2 months, it has to be multiple thousands upon thousands of people that we're talking to, and we're telling them, get ready, prepare. All right, the new abnormal. We don't know what it is, but be prepared. So that's it. Tanya, anything you want to share before we end the Zoom?
Get your questions answered. Again, we're here being very intentional and specific, being mindful of the time that we're in, knowing that there's a solution to all problems, a solution to everything, and you just have to find it. And we're presenting a possible answer for you on today. So yes, get back to the person who invited you, get your questions answered, and we want to say in advance,
absolutely,
welcome to Total Life Changes.
Welcome to TLC.
Guys, thank you guys so much for spending some time with us on tonight.
Yes.
And we hope to see you really soon.
Okay. See you later, guys.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.